Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Sunday Messages. I have decided to create a new segment for all of you. And I'm actually really excited about this because my business has matured to the point where I actually need something like this. And I actually think you guys will really appreciate these episodes as well. So I'm going to explain what these episodes are. I'm calling them Current Magic. And I might drop them once a month or every other month, just an occasional check-in for all of you on what is currently going on in my world. So what I mean by that is I have my hands in so many different things, and there are so many different offers and so many different things available and content coming out and cosmic weather and free masterclasses, right? There's a lot. And so I just wanted to dedicate one podcast episode every now and again to include all the info that you need to know, or if there is something like a paid container that you want to account for or carve out time for or jump into, apply for, you have some foresight for your ability to do that and consider that. So this is to give you more time to schedule things in, all of that good stuff, give you all the details, and also in the show notes or the description box, all of the links are going to be available. So if I'm running a free masterclass and the replays are available on YouTube until a particular date, you'll know about that in these episodes. Okay, so as of May 18th, here are the things that are coming up and the things that you need to know. What I have coming up the soonest is the White Rabbit. So the White Rabbit is a class all about time, your relationship with time, your perception of time, how you're using time. And my goal for this class, because it's a 3-day class with one Q&A as usual, is for you to feel as though time is a tool. It's no longer a thing that you are just at the mercy of, but something that you're using. So my belief is that time is for you. Time is meant to enrich your human experience. It is not something that is just that you're supposed to compete with or wrestle or fight with or bitch at and complain at. That's not what time is for. Time serves you. Time is something that we can fall in love with when we're in the right frequency. So this is all about perception, relationship, understanding the mechanics, and then also using it as a manifestation tool. So I'm giving all of my time magic in this. And it's something that I started studying back in 2018 a bit. I kind of stepped away from it. And then it became way more present in 2020. And I've been going really hard on learning about time, developing my relationship with time, and just letting the energetics reveal themselves to me. And so that's what I'm putting together in the White Rabbit for you. My intention for the container is that everyone who goes through it and takes the White Rabbit comes out on the other side feeling refreshed, like they have a completely new lens about how they are using their time as it pertains to creation. So I'm hoping that the question of when will no longer be relevant after we have the conversations that we have in the White Rabbit. That's what I want you to walk away with, is that the question of when is no longer relevant. Because you have such a deep understanding and sense of clarity about what is happening with the time, the timing, when things drop in, how things are working out mechanically for you. So that begins on the 24th. The dates for that are going to be the 24th, the 26th, and the 28th. So it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, all at 2 p.m. Pacific time. The replays are always available. Once you're in, you get the replays. It's a done deal. And then we're going to have a Q&A the following Tuesday. So right now, it is $333 and you get the replays. You get to be there live. You get to submit your questions, right? You're involved in the shaping of what the final product will be. the price will go up on June 1st. So you're more than welcome to join late. Like you can sign up on the 30th if you want and just watch the replays. But then the price is going to be going up on June 1st. So we begin in a few days. If you feel the call, if you feel the nudge, if you're like, ooh, yes, that is the thing for me, go ahead and hop inside and I will see you in a little less than a week. So we start very, very soon and I'm excited to have everyone inside there. Now, the second thing that is coming up, this is going to be closer to the end of the month, cosmic weather. Now, right now, I am playing with the idea of dropping it a few days before the 1st, not too early because I don't want people shifting into June energy in May. That's too much. But I know that people like to go into the month with a sense of preparation. So I understand that sometimes people don't watch things right away, and then by the time they get to it, it's like we're a week into the month, and so then there's this sense of being behind. So anyway, I am playing with this idea of shifting it back a few days and just giving you a little bit of lead time, which changes when I'm putting things out, and it changes the workflow for my editor. So I'm not sure if that is going to happen this month for June. Expect it on the 1st. But I might drop it a few days early. And then by the time the July cosmic weather comes out, I think I'm going to be releasing it on a different date. But I need my editor to be on board with the changes that I'm making before I can actually, sign and seal that decision. So anyway, you might get it a few days early. You might not this month, but definitely expect July to have an earlier drop date, the July cosmic weather, for those of you who watch those religiously. Okay, I have an Apex update for you. So during this last launch of Apex, of course, we started May 1st, and there's a really, really firm start date because it involves fasting, so there is no wiggle room on the start date. So I received a lot of messages from people expressing interest in the fall round. I fully anticipate doing another round of Apex that starts on October 1st. I really, really loved doing Apex in the fall and setting myself up for the year ahead and getting my energy really clear. And my personal experience was I did Apex in October, November, and then things popped in January. So there was a lot that happened in the beginning of the year that really kick-started my new year experience. For the foreseeable future, that is something that I'm going to want to continue doing. And I also foresee myself continuing to do this with a fall round and a spring round. What I have decided to do, because there were so many people who were interested in the October round, is I'm doing a couple of things. One, I have opened the Apex waitlist. So if you want to apply as soon as it becomes available, then get on the waitlist and I'll let you know when applications are open. If you would like an extended payment plan, because how I did it this most recent round was I split it in half, so it was just 2 payments. If you need something that has a bit longer, more of a drip payment plan, that's going to be starting in July. So you'll be able to apply and start the payment plan in July. So if you feel like that is something that would work for you, that makes sense for you, that you want to go ahead and take advantage of, get on the wait list and I will email all of that information to you. So I think what I'm going to do is just open applications up way early to accommodate payment plans or people who want to secure their spot for the fall round. I'm just going to open that up and make that available and actually have more of a rolling enrollment for Apex. So I'm just changing the structure of this a bit. I used to put it into more of a pressure cooker, like there's a certain amount of time that you have, but I have a feeling that this is really going to snowball and it's going to grow and I'm going to do more rounds. So if you need more time, that's available to you. If you want a longer payment plan, that's available to you. If you want to secure your spot right now, that's available to you. One other thing that I want to mention about Apex is that I have already changed and redesigned so much, and this is only my second round running it. Consider that as this evolves and as demand grows, so will the price. The price is going to increase just naturally. Supply, demand, there's limited seats. And so I know that the price is going to be the same for this fall round, but I don't know what it's going to look like in 2023. So I'm giving you all this information now just so you can start marinating with it, considering it, and feeling out what is best and right for you. So now you have all the information, and I will link the waitlist, of course, the Apex waitlist in the description box or show notes. I'm going to leave you a fun little Easter egg right here because I think some of you are going to be able to guess what this is. But there is another small offer that is coming. It's probably going to be a one-day lecture with a Q&A or maybe a two-part, something smaller. It's going to be smaller. And this is actually a sequel to another class that I've done. And I'm not going to reveal the branding, although I am salivating just thinking about it because it's amazing. So that is something that should be coming, I would say, within the next month and a half. That will probably be dropping. So I'm just leaving you a little teaser. I'm just teasing you, playing with you. And I'm very excited about that. So it's already brewing, but it's not available yet. I have not released any of the branding. It is very hush-hush behind the scenes in this moment. Okay, another mastermind update. So as you know, Eden is actually my core mastermind. We meet twice a month. We have a Voxer room. I do tarot readings in there, all sorts of different stuff going on in Eden. I am actually putting this mastermind on a hiatus. I'm going to be redesigning it, rebranding it, refreshing it, just changing the intention of the container and what it really facilitates. That will be coming back in 2023. So I'm not going to do the second round for 2022. And I am also going to be putting that on a wait list. So if you have been wanting to get into Eden, but would like to be notified about when that becomes available, when it's rebranded, refreshed, redesigned, you can sign up for that wait list as well. Since I've made the decision to put Eden aside and redesign it, I actually have a different mastermind that is going to be starting in July. So this is a 5-month container, 2 calls a month with me. And this is kind of like a mastermind masterclass hybrid where I have scheduled thematic lectures that are going to be happening every month, but it's mastermind style. So it's going to be a smaller group. It's going to be a longer container. It's going to be more focused and way more high touch because it's a mastermind, of course. So there's lots of interaction with me. You have me in your back pocket as always in a mastermind, but I'm going to design specific lectures for this group. This mastermind, I am so excited about the branding. I'm going to explode. It is called Clean, the mastermind. I can say this is absolutely one of my current obsessions and has been for the past couple of years, is the refinement of energetics. What I mean by that is we entertain a lot of trash. And I talk about energetic trash all the time. Like we pick things up, we look at things we don't like, we entertain worst case scenarios, we focus on things that are really dissatisfying. And I would describe all of this as energetic clutter, energetic debris, energetic trash, energetic filth. Like it is filthy when you are entertaining doubt and fear and stuff that you don't want and taking your eyes away from the things that you desire. That is when things get dirty. That's when you get crappy results. And so my favorite thing in the whole entire world is refinement work. Really anchoring in all of these exceptional details, really increasing the standards that you're holding for yourself and what becomes available and possible for you. And this is something that I do with one-on-one clients and that I find myself working with in masterminds as well, is seeing things, seeing the next level and possibility for people before they're able to see it themselves. And so this is what I want to offer, both in lecture form, like I'm coming prepared to talk to you about the energetics, and we're working together with your stuff one-on-one. What are you aiming at? Where do you want to go? What do you want to make happen? What magic do you want to unfold in your life? What are your absolutely daunting, unrealistic, holy shit kind of dreams? Because that is where I like to play. I like to play in all of the areas where you're like, I did not even realize this was available to me. That's my jam. But in order for you to get there, you have to be really, really clean about it and do it in a way where it's sustainable. So sustained refinement for months in a container with me, I am beyond thrilled about. So if that interests you, I am going to be starting that in July. So we begin. The mastermind begins in July. We go through November. The other thing that I really love about these mid-year initiations is we start the year fresh. We go into the year guns blazing, excited for the year ahead. And then by the time June comes around, there's this need to kind of breathe life back into your intentions, back into what you're doing, what you're focusing on, where you're going. And also the other thing that people forget is, has your vision changed? Have the circumstances of your life dramatically changed between January and June, or whatever that mid-year point looks like? Because this is the other thing about goals or intentions, is what you want evolves. What clarity you have about what you want and where you want to go and who you want to spend time with and what your career is going to look like. All of these different dimensions of your life shapeshift. They change, they grow with you, and as a result, being able to double down on your energy from where you are now, not what you intended at the beginning of the year, but where you are right now, is going to catapult you into wherever you want to go next, rather than having to wait for this big energetic reset button that's happening with the collective. So even if this is not something that you're jumping into a container with me, just consider that doing something to reactivate you can be really helpful, to refocus you and realign you and tap you back into what you want and where you want to go, can put you in a position where all of a sudden you're way farther along than you ever thought you could be. But in order for you to do that, you have to make the decision that you're going to intervene, that you're going to energetically reestablish yourself, that you're going to dwell in the places where you want to be, that you're going to focus on the things that you want to focus on, that you're going to reconnect with yourself, you're going to reconnect with your vision. The initiation of that has to be done by you. You are the one who has to make that decision and actually claim it for yourself. It doesn't necessarily magically happen, but one of the ways that you can do that is by getting into a container where that is happening. So it's simply one option that is available to you. Know it's available to you. Know that I'm running it. And it's just one path. It's just one possible path. And so if that sounds really good to you, really yummy, really exciting, all the things, then go ahead and apply. And I will see you in July. And it's going to be epic and amazing. And we can finish out this year together. So all of the details will be on the sales page, of course. You can apply, learn more about what's going to be inside. It's going to be epic and amazing, and I cannot wait to see who pops in. The last thing that I want to remind you of, perhaps you're new to my work, maybe you don't know all of the offers that I have. The last thing that I'm going to include is everything that's DIY, so ready to go in a neat little package. So if you feel called to self-study, things where it's already there, it's ready to go, all of the content has already been created for you, it's already been remastered, refurbished, edited, all that good stuff, I'm going to put the links for those as well, just for you to browse. If you feel like you want to dive into something a little bit meatier and applicable with me, then you're more than welcome to do that. The links will be in the description box as well. And I believe that is it. That is the update. That's what we have going on for the next month and a half or so. So, of course, there will be more of these episodes soon where I can update you on all of the good stuff that is on its way to you and available for you. And thank you so much for spending some time with me. And I'm excited to see how these episodes evolve. So that's all for now. Thanks for spending some time with me, and I appreciate you all so much. I will see you very, very soon. Have a beautiful week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.